excited to be here today, and what we're speaking about is leading change in organizations through leading self. And I really chose the picture of Gandhi because certainly for the entire world, Gandhi is the actual symbol of change that comes from within. And it's really about being the change and not just speaking about change and talking theoretically about it, but actually being very practical about it. So what I would like to start off with is showing you a short video clip. Never doubt that a small group of committed people can change the world. That's what Margaret Mead said. And I feel that it starts with us. It's up to each and every one of us. None of these people were famous people to start with. None of them planned to create a world revolution and to change something so big. And I believe that when they started, none of them really thought or would even dare to believe that it could have gone as big as it went. And look at the impact that it made. It takes one person who cares enough to create a positive impact in our world. Doesn't matter what our world is. It could be our organization, our community, our family. It doesn't matter what. We can actually create change, and it begins with us, and it begins with caring. We don't have to be famous. We don't have to be rich. We don't have to know the right people. We really just have to care enough. And that's what I want to talk about today. Because organizations and the corporate world has enough power to create change. It has enough power, it has enough people who care to do something positive in this world. And where are we? Where are we sitting in the world at the moment? We're sitting with a leadership crisis. So the World Economic Forum meets every year in Davos, and it does a survey every year. And the 2015 survey results show the following things. Of the top 10 issues in the world today, what was number 3? Lack of leadership. Okay. 86% of respondents believe that the world is in a leadership crisis at the moment. And I think we don't have to be convinced by these numbers. We don't have to be convinced by stats. All we have to do is actually look and experience what's going on in the world today in order to understand that this is really true. And when people were asked in the survey, why is there a lack of leadership? What is it that you're noticing? What does it mean? How does lack of leadership show up? There were 3 things that came up very strongly. The top 3 things were as follows. 1, failure to address major issues. 2, dishonesty and corruption. And 3, lack of trust. What's fascinating to me when I look at these things is, okay, the first one is failure to deal with major issues. Okay, you can say that's maybe performance-related, very tangible. What are the issues? Let's deal with them. There's a bit of a running away from the major issues. But what are the next 2? The next 2 speak to character, integrity. Where are the problems? The problems is with the being of the people. Who are we as people? Have we lost who we are? Have we lost that sense of character and integrity, honesty, trust? Going back to basics of who we are as human beings. That's what's missing. That's what people are saying is at the root of our lack of leadership, of our leadership crisis in the world. How do we restore that? It all lies within us. If we start building trust, if we start acting honestly, with integrity, with character, if we start by understanding who we are as people, then we can start to impact and change the world. If we start caring enough. Okay. So, I want to ask you, look at this picture that I've got on the slide up here. What comes to mind when you look at this picture? What's the first thing that comes to your head when you look at it? I'd like to hear answers from you. Yeah. Sorry? Help. Yes, someone putting their hand up. Help! I'm drowning. Help! Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Reach out. Okay, that's another interpretation. Beautiful. So reach out. Maybe this guy's actually reaching out to help someone else. We don't know. We'd like that. That's a different interpretation. You felt like helping them. Okay. So actually the truth is what we see as a first and foremost response is someone's in distress and they need help. We want to go and help them, right? But let's look at another perspective. how else can we interpret this picture? And you said reach out, but yeah. Sorry? Seeking what, for example? Seeking help. Okay, I want to move away from, so seeking help, asking for help, drowning, being in distress means I need help, I'm in a crisis.